Hello. I have just finished up at the physio, but I thought I'd bring you along for a little day with me today. I've got a bit planned. I want to go to Spotlight and get a few little bits and bobs. And I'm gonna go grab a coffee quickly. And I'm gonna cook dinner for all of my housemates tonight. So we're gonna go to the shops, we're gonna get something nice for dinner, something yummy. I've been going to see a pelvic floor physio because I think I've spoken about it before, but I've got pretty intense endometriosis, and I've found that it really helps with I have quite bad lower back pain with my endometriosis. And I found that the pelvic floor physio is really helping to aid that. So if anyone watching has issues with their lower back or with just like general pain with endo, I definitely recommend going to a pelvic floor physio. I would like to do a video on it at some point, just like my experience with it. So that's been really helping me. It's kind of nice having a bit of direction with it as well, because I think there's so much information around on endo and like the lack of like one easy answer on like what helps. Just made me feel like I've got a bit more direction with it all, because there's so much like misinformation around and so many uncertainties that it makes it a little bit tricky. Okay. Goods have been secured. So I think plan is go home, figure out what I want to get from a Spotlight. I want to do some, for those of you that follow my sewing page, I want to do more like other creative sort of avenues other than just sewing. Oh my gosh, I lost you. So I'm looking to get, sorry, as I was saying, I want to get some like beads and maybe some like jewelry making things. I saw this really cool hairpin that I want to try and make as well. So we're gonna just have a little doozy around the shops, see what grabs my eye. Yeah. Okay, so just done a few jobs around the house. We're gonna go to the shops now. I'm gonna pop in a little reference of what I'm kind of looking to get from Spotlight. I know I want to do like more like earthy tones, maybe a few like pearl accents potentially. I don't know how good a quality I'll be able to find at Spotlight though, so I think I'll have a look what's there. If there's nothing that I'm loving there, I might order some online, but I'll let you know what I decide with that. Okay, we're off. I've got my list. This is my favourite song at the minute. I want to do like a song recommendation per video. This one is Falling in Love Again by Doja Cat. It's such a vibe. That's all I'm gonna give you, but go find it, because otherwise I'm gonna get copyrighted. So I had a pretty eventful weekend. It was my 23rd birthday on Sunday, so I went out for dinner with the girls on Friday night, and then I went back to my parents to have a look around at a few wineries near there. So they were on a farm not too far from where I live, which is nice. It's a nice little getaway from the city for me. But yeah, so we went through a few wineries. I'll put in a few little clips of what we got up to. We've also got a family wedding coming up, so I had a look at a few dresses. I did come home with one. I'll put in a few clips of all the ones I was trying on. There honestly wasn't a huge selection of things that I think would work. I have this like phobia of wearing the same colour as the bridesmaids at a wedding, and I won't be matching, which is great. I also, I guess with like family weddings, you don't want them to be, the dress to be like too revealing or whatever as well. So I'm pretty happy with what I got. I originally ordered this age dress online, but it was like on a super big sale, non-refundable return sort of thing. Anyway, it came and I hated it. It just like wasn't, I think the size was maybe like one size too big, and then the colors weren't really like my colors. The wedding's only a week away and I was a little bit stressed about not having a dress in time, but I'm pretty happy with the one that I got. And I know I've got a few balls coming up this year as well, so if I want to rewear it I can. Otherwise it wasn't like crazy expensive, so I could either just like depop it or just hang on to it for another time. But I love the color. I feel like it's like a really like rich blue that I went with. But I had a lovely birthday weekend, and I've just sort of decided that how I want my 23rd year to look, and I think like really focusing on my channel and the content I'm putting out is part of how I want this year to look. So there's lots of exciting things to come from me and from my pages. I want to put out more content on my like creative page that I've got, and I think I've also been looking a bit more at like my creative side personally and how I can fuel that rather than just like forcing myself to like get content out. So I have been doing a lot of work that personally to try and make sure that I'm not just like burning out my creative side, and that it is something that I'm still really motivated with as well. So yeah, lots exciting to come with that. I'm going to explore a few different mediums. As I said, I'm going to have a play around with some jewellery and some like different concepts to what I'm used to, which is very exciting. And hopefully I'll get to show you a little bit of that in this video. I'll see how long it takes me today and whether I actually get around to starting any of the projects that I want to do. But stay tuned. Okay, I just got finished in the craft shop. I didn't film a whole lot in there because it was honestly a little bit overwhelming. But I went for these 3 beads, which I think are fun. I think it's a nice little combo. And I just got some pliers to do the wire with. I've like seen them on wire, and then they have like little stoppers to these ones to like hold them in place. So like I might just have like 2 or 3 beads and then like those either sides of them. And then I just got some needles and some embroidery thread for the t-shirts that I'm gonna do. I'm not sure if I was able to put them on screen before or not, but I will now otherwise. I've seen Mags Rags, I think it's called, on TikTok. She makes some really cool fun designs with like her leftover fabric, and because I am a sewer mainly, I have a lot of scrap fabrics, so that's gonna be really fun little activity. I'm gonna go grab a t-shirt now to try and like to put them onto, and I can hopefully use some of these beads for that as well. That's what I was thinking. So we're gonna go to Kmart now. I'll get this ball for my physio, have a look at what plain t-shirts I've got as well, and see if anything else catches my fancy as well. Okay, I just finished up at Kmart. I went in for like a $3 ball and I ended up spending nearly $200. Yeah. Not super happy with myself on that one, but that's okay. I'll give you a haul when we get home. I did get myself a Diet Coke and some sushi, because truthfully, a bit knackered after all this shopping, guys. It's taken out of me. I picked up a little bit more wire as well. I saw they had this like jewelry making wire. Honestly, the quality is going to be like rubbish, but I figured for like the drafts of it, if that makes sense, like when I do sewing, sometimes I'll do like a mock-up, and I thought, well, maybe if I can get like it was only like a $3 wire, so if I get that, then I can like practice what I want to make and then not feel so bad about using up the like expensive wire. And I've got a few little ideas of what I want to actually make. I wish I could find some like chunkier beads. The only ones, I don't know, I'm wondering whether I need to go to like a proper textiles place, which I know there is one near me, but I'm thinking for like learning, it's probably good to just use the cheapies that I've got. And then if it's something that I decide I want to do like more, not professionally, but if I want to do like better quality ones, then maybe I go to the textile shop then. But I'll give you a haul when I get home. I'm just driving back now and drinking my Diet Coke for a little bit of caffeine. And then, yeah, I'll give you a little haul. We're home. Okay, haul time. So I got just this like round cushion for my desk chair. Because I've been spending more time at my desk chair and it's really uncomfortable. So I thought that might help me be a little bit more motivated to do work at my desk rather than in bed or on the couch. And then I got this t-shirt for the embroidery that I'm gonna do. It's actually quite good quality. I was really shocked. I thought I was gonna have to go to like a nicer shop than Kmart for a t-shirt, but it's only $10 and it's actually really like thick. I was worried to like sew on something that was too thin in case once I put it in the wash or something, it would just tear where I've sewn. So a bit thicker is a lot better. This is what I actually went in for. It's literally just a little massage ball. It's like literally just a rubber ball that it's kind of like a handball, honestly. But I'll use that today and see if it helps at all. I got some more wire. That's what I was saying before about. This is more like a link wire, so I can like thread stuff onto it. Does that make sense? And I bought some new shoes. Oh my gosh. I just went into David Jones and got these little pumps. Like, they're like that. Because the wedding that I'm going to is on grass and all of my heels are sort of stilettos, all really tall block heels. And I just wanted something like that. It's like a really good height for me. So I wanted a block heel to be on the grass because I was worried about my stilettos going through the grass. And I think that like brown and blue color, like my dress is sort of, it's darker than this, but like I think that's really fun, the combo. And then I'm gonna do some kind of like bracelet or necklace that's gonna go with that as well. Now we obviously had a very sort of out and about day today. But as I've said before, I try and make a conscious effort to every day have a physical win, a mental win, and a spiritual win. Now, at this point of the day, we haven't won anything. So I'm gonna do a quick meditation. The time that I meditate really vary throughout the day, depending on like my workload and sort of like my mental state each day. So I like to set myself up really nicely in the day, and I'll have it quite early before I eat breakfast or have a coffee or anything like that. And then sometimes I'll do them before bed if I think that maybe I'll struggle to sleep or something like that. And other days I honestly do it at that sort of like mid-afternoon kind of like lull that you get. So it's about 2 o'clock now, and I find that when I start to meditate at these kinds of times, it sort of gives me a bit of a like rejuvenation for the rest of the day. I'm gonna put a breathing cycle up while I'm doing it, so if you'd like to join me, feel free. I usually try and meditate for about like 20 minutes to half an hour each day, so this will just be a little breathing exercise for you, but yeah, feel free to join along as well. Just before I start as well, I wanted to show you guys this YouTube channel. I might just put a cutout on the screen. But it's 22 Routines by Marlu, and I just love her meditations. I think you guys will as well, so definitely check that one out as well. There's lots of varying types, a few shorter ones and a few longer ones, so you can sort of like gauge it to how you're feeling for the day. But yeah, I'm gonna do one of those.
I used to think the glow was makeup, something I had to earn, but it's water in the morning and letting my body learn. This clean skin, soft light, this rest that shows in my eyes. This is how I hold my shoulders when I stop living rushed. I don't chase it, I make space for it. I come back